You are live, Prabhuji.
थैंक यू। जरा वो नीचे करना होगा
That is?
आपका स्क्रीन।
Oh, yeah. I'll make sure that.
ओके। हरे कृष्णा, गुड मॉर्निंग एवरीबॉडी। वी आर सर्विंग श्रीमद् भागवतम कंटिन्यूएशन, Canto 10, Chapter 13, Brahma stealing the boys and calves, text number 45 and 46. ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितमेन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदामयं दधाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवंश्च श्रीरूपं सग्रजातं सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवम् सद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपदानुसहगना श्रीललिता श्रीविशाखावितं च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमस्ते। तप्त कंचन गौरांगी श्री राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरतिसे नमः। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्ण प्रस्थाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचार निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसदि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। टेक्स्ट नंबर 45। तम्याम तमोवन नैहारम खद्योतार्चित चिर विवाहनी महति तर मायाश्याम निहन्ति आत्मनि युञ्जतः। Tamyam, on a dark night, Tamavata, just as darkness, Naiharam, produced by snow, Kadyotarchi, the light of a glowworm, Eva, just as Ahani in the daytime in the sunlight, Mahati in a great personality, Itar Maya, inferior mystic potency, Aishyam, the ability, Nahanti, destroys, Atman in his own self, Yunjataha, of this person who attempts to use. Translation purport by Srila Prabhupada. As the darkness of snow on the dark night, and the light of a glowworm in the light of day have no value. The mystic power of an inferior person who tries to use it against a person of great power is unable to accomplish anything. Instead, the power of that inferior person is diminished. Purport: when one wants to supersede a superior power, one's own inferior power becomes ludicrous. Just as a glowworm in the daytime and snow at night have no value, Brahma's mystic power became worthless in the presence of Krishna, for greater mystic power condemns inferior mystic power. On a dark night, the darkness produced by snow has no meaning. The glowworm appears very important at night, but in the daytime, its glows has no value. Whatever little value it has is lost. Similarly, Brahma became insignificant in the presence of Krishna's mystic power. Krishna's Maya was not diminished in value, but Brahma's Maya was condemned. Therefore, one should not try to exhibit one's insignificant opulence before a great power. So, it is the two examples are used here by Srila Sukadeva Goswami. One is about the darkness produced by the snow, which has no value of the real darkness of the real darkness of the night. And second example is the glowworm. Glowworm in the night is you can see the light of the glowworm, but the same glowworm during daytime in the sunlight has no value. So similarly, here is mentioned about Brahma. Brahma tried to test his boss Krishna because of the 2-3 reasons, right? Before this Leela took place, then Brahma, what happened? Agasura was killed by this little boy. Krishna, he was 5 years, age of 5 years, like that. All the demigods and demons, all the demigods were so afraid of this Agasura. So afraid. And then this little boy, 5 years little boy, is killing this Agasura, big demon. Not just that, but after the Agasura is killed, then his soul is hovering in the air. And when Krishna comes out, that soul of this Agasura is merging into Krishna's body. So Brahma saw, then Brahma was surprised to see this. How is the little, he's thinking that this, my Lord, how is the little 5 years little boy is killing Agasura, which everybody is afraid of him. And then on top of merging into his body. Not just that, but after his Leela is over, then Brahma sees that Krishna is on the bank of the Jamuna. He sees Krishna with the cowherd boys. He's having lunch, and in that lunch, he sees the cowherd boy taste their lunch, and then after tasting that lunch, they give to Krishna, and Krishna eat that, which is Hindi is called jutan. Krishna eat that. So, and same way is the same way is the Madhumangal. Madhumangal is drinking his buttermilk and is spitting the buttermilk, and Krishna is putting his mouth, and Krishna is drinking that buttermilk from the mouth of Madhumangal. So Brahma is seeing all this. So Brahma is kind of bewildered. And Brahma wants to see that how is that this my Lord? How is that my Lord is doing this? Let me taste it. Let me see. Is he Narayan? Let me see. Is he really a god, my Lord? So you want to taste, and that's why Brahma stole the cowherd boys and calves. Right? First he stole the calves, and then he stole the cowherd boys. So now, then it took 1 second. Brahma took all these cowherd boys and calves, which is not original cowherd boy calves anyhow. He cannot touch them. It's a Maya. Krishna created Maya. Krishna's Yoga Maya. Mahamaya created this, and the Brahma took them. And it took 1 second. He hide them somewhere, and he comes and he sees on the bank of the Jamuna, he sees all the cowherd boys and calves. So Brahma kind of wondered what is happening here. See. So this is where we are at the point here, that Brahma, seeing this, all the cowherd boys and calves, same as before, he was bewildered. So that's why here Sukadeva Goswami is giving these two examples. It is said from this example we can learn that we should not show off in front of a person who has more skills. Because Brahma, it will look very insignificant. It is said that little knowledge is dangerous and gives a man way to hang himself. Little knowledge is dangerous, right? So we have to be careful. And there are many examples with Srila Prabhupada. It happened. Srila Prabhupada, when he was giving class, on 26 Second Avenue, and he was talking about the drugs. Why should not we take the drugs? Because at that time, all the hippies, they were taking LSD and all these drugs. So Srila Prabhupada was talking in the class that we should not take the drugs. Drugs are not good. It's bad. So one famous musician had come there. He was famous. He was a drug taker. So after the class, when Srila Prabhupada asked question that this musician, he was well known, and he was a drug dealer. He was taking drugs. So he said, telling Srila Prabhupada, "You have taken drug? How do you know that we should not take the drug? You have tasted it?" So everybody kind of in the audience, they were happy because they thought they are challenging Prabhupada. That Srila Prabhupada has not taken the drug. How does he know that it's not good? Srila Prabhupada told him, it's interesting. Srila Prabhupada, you don't have to take a stool to see the stool tastes bad or not. Srila Prabhupada gave that. So the musician kind of quiet, he could not answer anymore. In the London, these are few examples I heard. In London, there was a famous musician called Donovan when Srila Prabhupada was in there. And Donovan came with his girlfriend to see Srila Prabhupada. And Donovan was very interested. He got interested in the discussion with Srila Prabhupada Bhagavad Gita. But his wife, his girlfriend, she was well known as she was like a Vogue in the Vogue magazine. She was known to be a very famous, very good looking, very, very beautiful girl was known to be. So when she saw that her boyfriend Donovan is getting interested in Srila Prabhupada, she didn't like it. So she kind of posed a question to Srila Prabhupada. She asked question Srila Prabhupada that why are you shaving a head? Why are you shaving a head? So now this girl, this Donovan's girlfriend, she was wearing the mini skirt. She was with her boyfriend Donovan. She was wearing the mini skirt. Srila Prabhupada had seen that. So when she asked question, why you shaving head? Srila Prabhupada gave a nice example, nice answer. He said that it is better to have warm legs than a cool head. Better to have warm legs and a cool head than having the warm head and cold legs. And see, Srila Prabhupada so Srila Prabhupada was so expert, that's the point. There are so many examples. All students in Bombay, students came to see Srila Prabhupada in Bombay. And they are saying that the service to man is service to God. This is famous in India. Service to man is service to God. Hmm. So they were saying that why you humanitarian work is service to the human being, that is service to God, because human beings are also the living entities, and you serve them. But Srila Prabhupada said, open the Bhagavad Gita and chapter 9, text 26. Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam. Srila Prabhupada gave it. She said it is easy to serve God than service to human being, isn't it? Because service to God is very simple. Lord is saying, yet you offer me with love, leaf, one flower, and the little water. So if it's that easy, why we have to think of service the human being? And particularly human being you serve, they're not gonna be satisfied anyhow. Mhm. So any human being you serve, then you cannot please all human beings anyhow. So Srila Prabhupada also cut down this argument. So particularly the language. Mhm. When we don't know the language completely, and if you know the few words, and if you try to show off that I know the language, then you will be in trouble. See. The one during the British time, one Indian, this is a nice one, this is quoted in Srila Prabhupada's pastimes, that in India, British were ruling and, British speak English. So one Indian gentleman had learned the three words: yes, no, and very good. So anybody ask him any question, he would say yes. Hmm? Hmm? Then someone asked something, he would say no, and someone asked something, he would say very good. So one time, they they they, someone had steal something. Huh? So the police came, British police came, and they asked everybody. So as this gentleman also who had learned the language, he was showing up they have learned the language. So police asked him, interview everything. So the police is asked, did you steal money? The man say yes. Are you gonna give that back money? Give this money back? He said no. And we will take you in the jail. So he said very good. So this is a situation. See. So that's why it is said that the little knowledge is dangerous. So here Lord Brahma, he had a knowledge about it. He wanted to check it out, work out, see how my Lord is actually, is a Lord or not. So Brahma tried to Brahma Vimohan Lila. He tried, but in the front of Krishna, he couldn't much. He fell. He said Brahma in front of Krishna, Indra, Lord Shiva, Indra, Brahma, all these are not ordinary personalities, right? Brahma is the first living entity coming from the navel of Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, right? Lord Shiva is the Vaishnavanam Yatha Sambhu, greatest devotee. Indra, he is the king of the heaven and king of all the demigods. So they could not, in the front of Krishna's potency, Krishna energy, they could not do much. Pujari, sleeping. See. So this is what is mentioned in this purport. And Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is saying in this purport commentary, he says that in the dense darkness of night, fog has just a resemblance to darkness. In other words, in dense darkness, the darkness created by fog cannot cover the darkness, but rather makes the darkness darker, and the fog itself gets covered by darkness and become insignificant. In this way, Brahma's Maya could not cover the Lord, but rather it made the Lord's power greater, and Brahma became covered by that, making Brahma insignificant. And then second example is Sukadeva Goswami is giving about this glowworm. Okay. So now let's go to text number 46. 46 is now actually 46, 47, 48, all three goes together, but today is only up to 46. Then we will discuss tomorrow 47 and 48. So now Brahma is seeing. What Brahma is seeing? That's what is mentioned. All the calves and cow boys, he's seeing the Narayan form. All into Narayan. So text number 46. Tavat sarve vatsapalah pashyato ajasya tat shanat vyadrashyanta ganashyamah pita kausheya vasasaha. Tavat, so long, sarve all, vatsapalah, both the calves and the boys tending them, pashyata, while he was watching, ajasya, of Lord Brahma, tat shanat, immediately, vyadrashyanta, were seen, ganashyama, as having a complexion resembling bluish rain clouds, pita kausheya vasasaha, and dressed in yellow silk garments. Translation. Then while Lord Brahma looked on, all the calves and the boys standing them immediately appeared to have complexion the color of bluish rain clouds, and to be dressed in yellow silken garments. Purport. While Brahma was contemplating, all the calves and cowherd boys immediately transformed into Vishnu Murtis, having bluish complexions and wearing yellow garments. Brahma was contemplating his own power and immense, unlimited power of Krishna. But before he could come to a conclusion, he saw this immediate transformation. So Brahma, now we know that when this lila took place, at that time Balaram wasn't there. And at the end, this shows Balaram isn't there. If Balaram was there in the beginning, where before this lila took place, then Brahma would have a difficult time. But it was Balaram's birthday, so Balaram wasn't there. That's the point. So here it says, Jiva Goswami says, when Brahma began suffering because of bewilderment, the Lord quickly showed him mercy, according to Brahma's desire to see some other greatness of the Lord. And the 9 verses, continue these 9 verses from onward, will describe that. The forms appeared while Brahma looked on. This indicates disregard for him. They appeared, not depending on how his power of vision, but appeared spontaneously to his eyes. They appeared by their own power. So means the point is that all the cowherd boys and the calves, Brahma saw in the Vishnu form. All. Because they were Vishnu anyhow, they were Krishna anyhow. So all were Vishnu. Now the Vaikuntha residence, Vaikuntha residence, in Vaikuntha residence, everybody is a four-handed form, right? So how do we know that how do we know that the Narayan, the Vaikuntha, Narayan, the Vaikuntha, because everybody also has a four-handed forms in Narayan form. So how can you differentiate Narayan from all other Vaikuntvasis? Question. How do we know? Because in Vaikuntha all are looks the same. So how do we differentiate that Narayan in the Vaikuntha from other personalities in Vaikuntha? How can we differentiate? Is a question.
Masati,
Huh?
Srivatsa,
Yes, there are two things. Srivatsa and Kaustubha. The Narayana is other Vaikunthavasi don't have it. See. And Krishna had performed these pastimes because Krishna is one pastime, Krishna is one action, fulfill many purposes. Because we know that all the cowherd ladies, called cowherd ladies, they wanted Krishna as their son, and they wanted to breastfeed Krishna. See? So that's why Krishna fulfilled their desire, and Krishna turned into their cowherd boy, their sons. Even though they didn't know that their sons were Krishna, they didn't know this. They were, but during the Brahma Vimohan Lila time, they loved their sons so much than they loved before, and all the cows loved calves so much because they were all Krishna. So this is the way Krishna fulfilled desire. Not just that, but I also heard that when the ladies, the gopis who had performed the Katyayani Vrat, and they had Katyayani Vrat, they had performed Katyayani Vrat so that they can marry with Krishna. So during this year, all the cowherd boys, they were married to Krishna during this Brahma Vimohan Lila time. Even though they were external, they were marrying with different cowherd boys, but they were all Krishnas. They were all Krishnas. So here from this pastime is showing the superior power of Krishna. Even powerful. This part establishes his identity as a supreme. That's why in the second when we chant the 10 offenses against the holy name. What is the second one? To consider the demigods like Lord Shiva and Lord Brahma to equal to Lord Vishnu. Right? Because, and ultimately Vishnus are also from Krishna, right? Krishna's first expansion is Balaram. Balaram expands is Chaturviha, which is in the Dwarka. Then there is a Narayan form. Then Chaturviha. Then three Vishnus. Mahavishnu, Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, Shirodakshaya Vishnu. Right? So, the Krishna is ete chamsa kala prumsa, Krishna's to Bhagavan se. Ultimately Krishna is the Bhagavan. Krishna is the Supreme Lord. Krishna is the Supreme Lord. Even from the Krishna there is expansion to Narayan and then expansion to Vishnu's. Because sometime India people ask question that the Vishnu is the supreme and Krishna is an avatar. But no, Krishna is avatari. From him the Vishnus and Narayans are Vishnus and Narayan and Vishnu are the expansion. See. So here by this more description of this Vishnu forms will be there, which is tomorrow 47 and 48 text. But here Brahma is seeing this. Brahma is noticing that how is it this? Brahma is bewildered. But now Brahma is realizing that these are all the expansion. These all were the expansion of Krishna. Krishna expanded himself into all these Vishnus and fulfill the desire of cowherd ladies and fulfill desires of also of the cows. See. Krishna as a cow, he is drinking the milk from the mother. And even though those calves are older, and some of the cows have already given birth to new babies, but they are loving the older calves, and they are licking their body, and they are allowing to drink the milk, which is unusual. And that's why Balram kind of say, what's happening here? But Balram realized that this can't be a work of some demigods or some demons. It cannot be. It was with Krishna. What's happening here? Please tell. So Krishna is telling Balram what happened. We heard that in the previous text. So this is what is happening here. Brahma is seeing all this cover, thousands and millions and thousands of thousands. Imagine. This is the potency of Krishna. Krishna is all powerful and is showing the supremacy of Krishna. Just like he saw the supremacy, Krishna saw his supremacy to Indra. Right? Indra had a pride. So Krishna wanted to break his pride by lifting Govardhan for 7 days and 7 nights. And then Indra realized what a mistake he had made. And he had to come to meet Krishna, he had to come with a Surabhi cow because Krishna was not even interested in talking to him. So Brihaspati told you, go, if you want to see Krishna, please go with a cow, Surabhi cow. Keep cow in the front because Krishna loves the cows. Krishna will see the cows and then you will be able to offer obeisance, you will talk to Krishna. So it's Brahma. Here happened to Brahma. Okay, so any questions, any comments for these two purports? Otherwise, tomorrow we will talk text number 47 and 48. Now tomorrow I am giving class, right?
And then day after
tomorrow I am flying, so I won't give a class.
Maharaj is giving class, Rompada Swami Maharaj.
Then tomorrow?
No. Wednesday, Thursday and Friday.
Okay, well I'll be out anyhow.
Okay. Hare Krishna.
Haribo.
Thank you, bro.
Haribo.